Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you guys a little more in depth on how Combat Warriors mechanics works, because apparently every single person I come across doesn't really know how to do the more special things. So first, what we're going to do is show you how to basically double jump off of a wall, or wall bounce. What's happening when we do this, when our body is rolling, or it's compressed into a small ball, but when we unfold to get back into a straight position, we're basically like a spring. So if we do that against a wall, it's going to automatically spring us upwards. So let me show you. It must be in a 45-degree angle or more. As you can see, I sprung up a little bit. There can be different amounts of power that happens when you do this, and no, it's not guaranteed. It's more of a random 50-50 chance. There's no way to practice it that I've known so far. So if any of you guys can tell me in the comments if there's a way to practice this method, I would like to know. So next on today's list, we're going to be talking about the water. I don't know how to say this, but water is not as difficult as you might think. People haven't figured out apparently how to use DS in the water. You can actually. So here's some ways to swim in the water first. For some people who don't know how to swim in the water in general, I will show you how to do that right now. You will go into shift lock or third person if you want, but as long as your character's torso is above the water, you're going to be fine. If your character's torso enters the water, it's pretty easy. You can do it backwards, you can do it forwards, you can stand straight up. As long as your character's torso, doesn't matter about any other body part. Let me show you an example. So I'm going to go to the edge of the map. This is how I discovered that it's just the torso that the game dignifies. So as you can see, I am in the water, and as you can see at the bottom, the bubbles are still going up, and that's because the torso of my body at all times is going to be out of the water. So you can do anything outside of it and you'll be fine. This is like the safe zone, right? Like, oh shit. Now you're probably wondering, like, I've tried to swim with DS and I've tried to swim with Odachi. Well, why won't that work? You know, I've done that exact method and I know how to swim. Well, here's the thing, right? When you're swimming with DS, your hand is behind your back as well as a DS. It adds some weight, right? So your torso is still going to be under the water no matter what. It's kind of obvious that these weapons have weight behind them. It may not seem like it when you fight, but they do, especially in water. So here's the trick, right? If you know the Colossal Sword, you hold it in front of your hands. They added first-person animations, right? Now you're like thinking like, oh yeah, the first-person animation is just a visual effect. This is not true at all. Actually, this is what people will actually see. You holding a DS like a Colossal Sword, which is pretty funny because sometimes you get tricked into thinking you have a Colossal when it's actually a DS. Yes, this animation that you're seeing right now, people will actually see it in front of your hand. Now, I'm pretty sure you can see where I'm going with this. Since your hands are in front of your body now, you're able to swim in the water just by looking directly up. Boom. And yes, the lighter the weapon, the easier it is to do with this, because there's actual weight properties in the water when you're holding weapons. So like these light weapons, for example, they're actually light. So I can angle my body a little bit more and not drown. You seeing this? As you can tell, I'm able to swim a lot faster in the water. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, this is the savior. I do have some bad news. When holding a weapon that goes behind your back, like for example a sickle or baton, swimming becomes a chore. Like, it's not worth it. See, the thing is because it's a light weapon, the animation they give in first person is just going to be the same. It's not going to be a heavy weapon animation. They made sure of that. And the weapon is behind your back, so you're pushing your body downwards in the water, so it's almost impossible. If anything, you could probably get a little more time. It looks like you could stall a little bit. I'm not really seeing much of an angle that you cannot swim in the water, unfortunately. With you can make it pretty far. Your bubbles are clearly like taking longer, but it's just not enough. So back held light weapons are off the list for swimming until I can figure out something. Maybe I can, I don't know. I know you cannot swim without a weapon in your hand. Your hands do swaying motions and it goes behind your back, so you just constantly basically push yourself under. When your hands are behind your back, you're pretty much screwed. An interesting fact about bear traps: if you lay a bear trap down and you roll over it, that was not intended. I just got critted by a bear trap. Anyways, if you place a bear trap down and roll over it, you don't lose any limbs. So this is very helpful if you're well, I don't know about being helpful. This is not really a new method, but I know the newer players don't know about this. If you throw a smoke grenade, I don't know if any other utilities work, but if you throw a smoke grenade at a airdrop, it will instantly drop to the floor for you instead of you waiting. So let me show you.
Two hours later.
So let me show you an example. Just gotta Badoo, just like that, the airdrop has dropped instantly. That's all you need to do. From what I know, if you hit the balloon and nothing happens, you actually have to hit the airdrop itself. So next in the video, I'm going to be showing you how to get into the small crack here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have tried different things. I'm pretty sure you've made it to the parts where your body's in there a little bit. So here's how you get into this little grate. All you gotta do, move your character into position in the very middle. Now that you're here, you're probably wondering, oh, what do I do? I'm stuck, I can't do anything. Now your character is in a climbing formation, right? So when your avatar is in a climbing formation, when you press W, it goes down, as you can see. My character is attempting to go downwards. Oh yeah, and make sure you're in shift lock when doing this, because it's not very, you know, I mean, your body turns automatically to where your arrow keys are pointing when you're not in shift lock, so please be in shift lock. So you're trying to go down, right? As you can see, when I'm out of it, I'm basically climbing up and down the grates. So what you're gonna do is press W on the grates as much as you can, and then do this command. I don't know if you know this, but there is this free emote that you don't have to buy called Jumping Jacks. Oops, gotta press E after that. Oh my lord. So it'd be /E space J. That is the command for jumping jacks. Now that you're doing jumping jacks, you're going to see that your body is more flat in position, but your character's state is still in climbing. So what you're going to want to do is just squeeze down a little bit, and boom, you're pretty much in. Now you might get stuck at this part where you just saw me get a little stuck. All you got to do is just roll, and if you don't know how to roll in this game, somehow it's E. Just roll in and you have access to this little area. Another not so well known thing is this hole right here. You can actually go through it. Now, this doesn't seem possible, I get it. It's like 3 times smaller than me. But if you just, oh, ignore that. All you gotta do is roll into it. I'm not that adverse in it, but you can roll into this square. Come on, buddy. Ta-da! As you can see, I literally just crawled through it. Very difficult, I'll say that, but it's possible. Another thing some people just don't know is these little things actually lead up to the mountain as well. So if you're trying to get real sneaky, you can just jump up. Oh shit! So interestingly enough, you can jump onto this tree through that tree right there. Very difficult. I would say this is one of the most difficult things for you that you can do. Alright, and that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed and you have found these very useful. Like and subscribe. I'm actually in the process of making another video, but I thought I would come here real quick and show you how to do this, because I've had a few people tell me that I don't know what I'm doing and it's impossible, and I'm here to show you that all these things I've just done are very possible. So I hope you guys have a good day. Happy early Christmas if something happens. This Olympics trailer that I have made, yes, it's very real. It's all the clans are competing. So if you want to be in a Combat Warriors clan, I suggest you get in it soon if you want to participate. There's going to be a 10,000 Robux reward tournament happening in the same server as the Combat Warrior Olympics. This is only for the people who stayed at the end of the video, so you're welcome. And yeah, have a good day.